gather round for an epic show. Oh yeah, here we go. The stubborn heroes coming out on top. Yeah, we always win. Delving into the darkest dungeons. Always fight to win. Oh yeah, here we go. Now it's time for the stubborn heroes.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Stubborn Heroes, a Dungeons & Dragons podcast. My name is Adam and I'm the Dungeon Master, and the stubborn heroes we have today are Billy, who plays Benjamin Grimshaw.
Oh, hey there, folks.
David, who plays Bonnie.
Hello.
Cody, who plays Belgarath.
Hello.
Michael, who plays Thanthui.
Hi.
Parker, who plays Tyrannus.
I am Tyrannus,
Disciple of the Tempest or whatever.
Acolyte of Celeste or whatever.
Who knows? All right, guys. We also have a little guest joining us today, a friend of ours. Russ is a friend of ours, but also we have a little bit of a plan, don't we, Russ? Something perhaps that's going to be happening soon.
Yes.
Down the pipeline.
I'll be doing some miniature painting videos on the YouTube channel and hoping to not necessarily do tutorials because there's people who can explain the processes a lot better than me, but show the work and eventually, who knows, maybe once the whole coronavirus thing is over, be able to have an actual in-person group as well.
Yeah. So make sure that you check out our YouTube channel in the future. We're also planning other things. I think by the time this comes out, I might have my stubborn reviewer video out. If I don't, I'll edit this part out. But yeah, check out YouTube. And I believe we have a name for what your videos are going to be. Don't we, Russ?
They'll probably go under the Stubborn Painter.
Stubborn Painter. And I will be the stubborn reviewer. And then Michael's going to make videos as well, right, Michael? What are you going to call your videos?
Explicit video.
Yeah, because that works.
Stubborn porn star.
Stubborn porn star. There we go.
Stubborn jogger blowjob.
What?
Call it stubborn jogger blowjob. Why a jogger? You know how hard it is to do that with a jogger? Because you gotta be running with them, and it's gonna be too awkward.
Okay, but in other news, Cody's going to be the stubborn senpai.
Yes.
I'm gonna be the senpai.
Yeah, it's just gonna be Cody sitting there watching anime.
Oh no, I'll have like it on another screen so people can watch as I watch.
Yeah.
I was just thinking of a funny story with that. That's
Copyright.
Actually, I'm switching my name on Discord right now to Stubborn Senpai right now.
I don't know what all of you have been watching lately, but I've been watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Meh.
And I've said this about this actor before, but Cody looks exactly like the new Captain America. The guy who plays the new Captain
Anthony
America.
Mackie.
No, not No. But the guy who plays the new Captain America, that
Wyatt
actor, I
Russell?
saw him in
Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn's son? Yeah.
Cody looks like him. Like identical. It's crazy. And I remember he was in another show. What was it? It was his Black Mirror episode. And I was watching it with Heather, and I'm like, this guy looks exactly like Cody. Like, it's absolutely insane. Wyatt Russell.
So what Cody needs to do to make money is just put on a Captain America mask
Like, look,
and be like,
look.
you want to get a blowjob from Captain America?
Look at that! Yes, I know. It's insane. Cody, you could
He's
make
not
money.
amused.
Parker, take a picture so that way it's a side-by-side view with everybody.
Okay, dude, like that is, okay, yeah.
Because you put
Right?
the mask on and then like the whole lower face too would just be like a perfect mask.
Hang on, where's my fucking, I'm gonna take a picture of the two together.
Okay, I'm gonna, you know what? I'll keep half of this in just so people can Google it themselves because they'll be interested. They'll Google Cody, some Stubborn Heroes, and then they can Google Wyatt Russell. Cody, you can make it as a Wyatt Russell lookalike. That's all I'm saying.
Straight up cosplay
is
Wyatt
the new-
Russell fucking Captain America. People like,
Adam, you might not want to give him ideas because after this, he might move down to LA and start cosplaying on the strip, making shit tons of money.
Exactly, and he
Whatever.
can go up and hang out with Michael.
He can put it into the podcast.
No, I'll just go down to Fan Expo when it finally opens back up.
5 years.
You're all just returned from your journey from the Nine Hells, quite literally. You've stepped back into your home where Zoe was there and greeted you. The entire Tanglewood estate ahead of you, and although you just had this climactic battle against Yugoloths in another plane of existence, this home seems almost like more of a challenge as it is completely destroyed. So if there isn't anything anybody wanted to do immediately, we are going to time skip. And we're going to do a little montage, okay? As 2 weeks will pass between what just occurred and now. Is there anything anybody needed to do right away when they got back?
Yes.
Okay. So, Thanthui, what did you do while everybody else is going back inside, tired and exhausted from their battle?
Are the rooms kind of situated yet?
Not really.
Not really?
It's still a mess. But you could find a private room somewhere where nobody else is.
Yeah, Thanthui's gonna find some quiet place. Everyone else is gone.
Okay. You go into this old pantry. Inside is bags of old rotten foods. There's some bones there. You're not sure why. A few rats scurrying about on the ground. And you just kind of find a nice little table there. What's up?
I actually have to contact Billy. The book.
1 second.
I got my blah blah blah.
Michael, where's the mic? Where's your mic?
Like right here.
Okay, yes. I need you to start speaking into the mic because it's been a real hellish ordeal
Really?
editing you lately. It's
Bring
been
it closer
sounding like
to you,
you're doing
Michael.
I spend a lot of time listening to your voice. You could do this for me.
Just stick the mic
He
in your
wants to
mouth.
heal your voice better,
Yeah,
Michael.
let me lick the microphone.
Okay, so what are you doing, Anthony?
So Thanthui's gonna pull out the black stone that Ophelia gave him.
Yeah, and you slowly take it out. This stone kind of glitters and shines with a green glow within it. And then as you stare at it, suddenly a crack forms along the side. And then the crack seems to mend again, and the stone just sort of makes a creaking sound.
Thanthui's gonna attempt to speak into it. He's gonna go, hello?
Like a telephone. Like a sending stone, I get it.
Doesn't know.
Yeah. And as you do, Thanthui, suddenly it starts to glow. Suddenly it cracks again, and within the crack, a small glimmering stream of magic erupts from the crack, spins around the room very slowly. You hear this ghastly as it lands on the table. This green image of Ophelia the witch appears before you, this magical green-lit image, almost ghostly and wraithly with burning green eyes. Ah, Thanthui. I did miss you, my apprentice.
Aw, that's so sweet of you.
Have you completed your task? Or is this a personal call?
No, I got the book that you wanted me to get.
You did?
Yeah,
Show it to me.
but okay. Thanthui's gonna just pull out the book.
Yeah, and this image of her just sort of disappears and reappears behind you and then looks at the book that you're holding. She can't hold it herself, but she's just waving her green hand over it. Indeed, this is the Demonomicon of Vecna. At last, it has been returned to me. Well, not yet. I'm going to ask that you hold on to it.
Okay, why?
Oh, this and that. I'm not currently at my shop. The Stormglaves decided that they did have enough evidence to prosecute me. I am currently in the stockades. But no worry. They have been burning witches for thousands of years, and I have never been caught. But once I'm out of this prison, I will be sure to visit you and collect my book.
Do you want me to break you out of prison?
Perhaps. I am having a bit of fun here at the moment, but if that is something I need, I will let you know. This stone is a two-way street. I can contact you like you can contact me.
Okay. Kind of weird. Now you can see me too, but yeah. So, what do you want me to do about this book?
Oh, hide it. Do not look at it. Do not open it. It would be quite dangerous to you. And its secrets are mine. They are not yours.
But you want me to hang on to it, but I can't look at it, so why have it?
Oh, so you're curious then?
Well, it was a tough battle. We almost all died for this, so, I'd like to know what I'm carrying.
That map is wonderful, by the way. Absolutely wonderful.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll get to that. So, you're curious, are you?
Yeah?
That's great. You wouldn't be my disciple if you weren't a rule breaker, would you? No, it's a requirement. If you wish to look into the book, you may, but beware, little one. You never know what secrets you may find.
Rule breaking, isn't that, wrong?
Yes, it's wrong. Sometimes doing the wrong thing can feel right.
Danthry's he's dumbfounded by this. Can I read the book at some point? Would I die?
Here's the bottom line. I am in a prison. I have no power over what you do. My recommendation would be to hide the book until I can train you properly how to use it. But no great necromancer ever followed the rules.
Duly
So
noted.
you do whatever you want to do, Danthwy.
Oh.
And I will contact you. Oh, the gods are coming. I should really go.
Evil witch out. Bing.
Until next time. Snap your fingers and...
Weird. Alright, Danthry's
It's not weird, she literally laughed. That's her catchphrase.
Danthry's going to be okay, well, he's not going to look at the book yet. He's going to put the book away because he fears it a little bit. So, yeah, that's going to be what.
Okay. Does anybody else want to do anything immediately before we time skip a few weeks and do a montage?
Yeah.
Montage.
I know I'm in this city for a reason. LaTanya sent me here, but I don't remember what it was for.
LaTanya never sent you here.
Yeah, I got a letter. She'll meet me here for something.
Nope, that's not what the letter said. If you don't remember what it said, that's not on me.
You have to remind me. I forget.
That's not, well, then I guess Bonnie forgets. Twice I've told you. Twice. Okay?
I don't remember you telling me twice.
She said she's gonna meet you at Briarcliff Gardens.
Yeah.
I'm here to see Sirius Black.
Now write it down,
Briarcliff
David.
Gardens is across the realm. It's across the continent.
Now write it down, David. You have notes.
And she asked you to help Lady Serena of House Briarcliff. What does Ben do?
So I'll go up to Tyrannus. Hey there, Ty. He'll put his hand on his shoulder. I talk to you over here for a minute, private.
Certainly, Benjamin.
You guys do a little aside. Well, so Thanthui left to one room, you two go to another.
Why is Belgrath creeping over here? I see you.
I'm hiding in the fur of the owl bear. You can't see me.
Okay. So you two are somewhere private, yep.
Yeah, we'll be in whatever room this is right now. We'll become something else soon.
Yeah.
And while we're in that place, I found this here tablet, and I can't make heads or tails of it, man. What do you think? And he'll show him the ancient stone carving that looks like Bonnie's image.
You Tyrannus C.
You're presented with this, what looks like an ancient old tablet. Not sure why the Maestro had it in his realm, but it seems to be a fragment of a bigger picture. And it seems to depict an image that looks strikingly like Bonnie crying with some sort of entity around her.
Would I be able to tell how old this depiction is?
Gosh, I mean, you can try to roll a history check, but
Okay. 11.
No, you can't really tell how old it is.
Well, I do admit this does look eerily like our little friend. It's hard to tell how old this tablet is. Otherwise, we might have a better idea of when it was made. I'm sorry, Benjamin. I can't help.
I don't know, it just makes me feel like there's a lot more to Bonnie than even she might know. When I grabbed this thing, it gave me like a vision. And she had all these tentacles all coming out of her. I know, it's terrifying. I don't know who to trust with this information right now, so let's just keep it between you and I for now.
Of course, I appreciate that you trusted me enough to share it.
Bonnie comes in the door.
Hey guys! Eat. Get the fuck up.
What you doing?
Nothing. Just checking some of this here debris out. He'll just quickly stuff it in his bag and like make it look like he's rummaging through shit.
That was
Somebody make a pre-montage sort of thing, like, wow, we better fix this place up or something.
that was an intense battle, but I got this new blade, which is wonderful.
Bonnie is holding a huge scythe. Lopsock's huge scythe in her hand.
And she's like swinging around like she's attacking something.
I'm gonna take somebody's eye out with that thing.
Hopefully.
Yes, don't damage this place any more than it already is.
Belgrath comes in.
Hello? What's going on in here?
This is like a fucking sitcom. The audience laughs. Whoa!
You gotta add that really cheesy like canned laughter.
Oh, I
track in the
will.
background.
I will. It's like an episode of Seinfeld right now.
Anyone that enters the room, it's just a clap and a woo.
Oh,
And Bonnie goes,
God.
yeah, this place is pretty messed up, isn't it?
Maybe we should clean it up.
That's a good idea.
Boom, let's get to work. Okay, if there's nothing anybody else wants to do, we are going to time skip now. So you guys are going to get the opportunity. You've traveled a long way. You've had a lot of experiences, a lot of different battles with strange entities from other worlds and other places, and now is a time of rest and growth. And the way we're going to do that is over the next 2 weeks, just tell me what your characters do. Tell me what sort of things are motivating them. Maybe how you fix up this house of yours. Yeah, just let me know one by one. We'll start with... Who haven't we heard from? We'll start with Parker.
Tyrannus would be first and foremost setting up a section of the mansion for himself, and he noticed that he could refurnish or like redesign one of the fireplaces in the mansion into like a larger kind of tower, because it stretched the length of the house from the basement to the roof. So he kind of designed that into what he is calling a lightning tower. So he's kind of remade like a lighthouse for himself within the mansion, where he can go to the top and kind of look out over the city and
taking care of business every day.
Sweeping the steps like
Woo! And then Bonnie comes up and hands you a beer, and you're like, hey, clink.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, he would be working on that, and that's kind of his place to get away from the others as well when he needs to meditate.
Just also your motivations, like I said. Like
okay.
What are your motivations? What are you thinking about the future? How you want to spend, like, after these 2 weeks of, fixing up this mansion, this estate, what's driving Tyrannus? What does he want to do next?
So yeah, he would be looking over the many books he got from the library about, there was one about Mechanus, there was a couple about the history of Umbra, the Undying Oak. He would be reading up about all of that because there was a lot there. And he would be really preoccupied with this contract that he found in the Maestro's domain, which was a contract between the Maestro and Salazar Black. And this contract it's basically a contract that was made by the Maestro, and it seems like the Maestro sold some of the humans of Storm Talon that owed him debt. He sold these humans to Salazar Black to be taken as slaves. And so Tyrannus now has a list of 45 people and their addresses within the city. So that would be his next lead to try and find Salazar Black.
Roll an investigation check.
That's a 3.
Okay. You have gone to a few of these addresses, so cut to montage of Tyrannus knocking on doors. Some of them are completely abandoned, as it seems that the people who live there were removed entirely. Some of them, their homes are abandoned, and there's still food that's rotting on the table as if they were taken during dinner and never came back. Some of them, their families answer but give you no further clues or answers. They just want you gone. You really don't come up with anything, and you've probably checked through about half of the names by now, because it is a big city. People are all over the place. It gave you a chance to sort of explore Storm Talon a bit more, though, and to get a little bit better grasp on the ins and outs of the city over these few weeks as you've been looking through the names. But you've come up short, unfortunately. So you kind of throw in the towel for now.
Right. Yeah, but other than that, than going through all those names, he would still be really preoccupied with finding Salazar Black and trying to figure out why Salazar Black chose, Tyrannus's lighthouse, Nigel's lighthouse, to raid, and why,
You're looking for answers.
He's trying to figure. Yeah, I'm looking for answers.
Yeah. So you're kind of frustrated at this point. I mean, that investigation was so low. It kind of frustrates you. You put a lot of time in these last few weeks trying to just get answers, and you literally are exactly where you started. You always feel like every time you're about to get to Salazar Black and learn anything about him, it's smoke. You never grasp onto anything. And the entire thing is you're starting to think maybe this is just a waste of time. Is that all that you do over the 2 weeks?
I'd also be helping out the others with any renovations since I'm the tallest and,
Yep.
not necessarily the strongest, but
Okay, so how about
Maybe
Belgarath?
physically.
Hey, Belgarath, how does Tyrannus help you out? What sort of things do you do over the next 2 weeks, and what motivates you, and what do you want to do going forward?
So over the next 2 weeks, for the first day or so, he would be just going over the house, seeing an area he'd like to settle down in, and he would notice the room on the second floor. It has no windows and only one entrance, and he thinks it's perfect because he is more inclined to, from a younger age, living in a cave, no windows, only one entrance. It's pretty much perfect for him, and he would start making his room there. And Tyrannus helping him would probably be more of hanging up items that he can't reach.
Belgarath going, and then Tyrannus going, oh, picking up the item, putting it up for you.
Until
Thanks. And then you guys
Belgarath
give each other thumbs up.
Belgarath gets some stools in his room. Then he can step on the stools.
Okay. Yeah.
And then over the next, after like his room's all set up, he would be periodically going. I'm guessing like just a question: is the area kind of like a forest nearby, or is it still like, do I have to go out of the city?
There's patches of forests throughout the city, of course, because they need the greenery. So,
Because Belgarath would want to like even pretty much during his
you want to
time.
go hunt?
Yeah, because he was a
Okay,
hunter
you'd have
before.
to just like you're close to the edge of the city, so like you'd have to go through the gate. You go hunting, and then you'd come back. It's like it would be a whole day of going out to hunt. But yeah, you can still go do that.
Yeah, he'd be doing that periodically because that's just what he was doing beforehand, and he's used to it. So he'd be going to the forest, hunting stuff, bringing it back,
Yep, absolutely.
cutting off its bones, adding to its armor, blah blah blah. And so like after bringing all the bones and all that, he would just also be, I guess, bring the meat down to help prepare for all the dinners, and then also help probably going around with Tyrannus helping with all the renovations, mostly lifting very heavy objects for people.
Awesome. And what sort of motivates you right now? Just hunting.
I guess for the next 2 weeks, his motivation is, honestly, I don't really know, just hunting, helping, trying to get stuff.
This is why we made you a simple character. He has simple needs.
Yeah.
So,
Simple
Okay.
class, simple needs.
okay. So you're just chilling. You're just vibing, as the kids say. You're helping Tyrannus out with the renovations of the place. That makes sense. Let's move on to Thanthui. What are you doing?
Thanthui wants to establish his room.
What do you do with that book?
Once I get like a table, bookshelf, something to display these books on, it's just gonna sit there, and he's gonna stare at it every single day and contemplate opening it. But he doesn't have the nerves to open it because he's afraid. Just a little bit.
Every night, though, it calls to you.
Not what he wants to hear.
You should just roll for it, Michael. 10 and under, you open it. 11 up, don't touch that shit. The dice gods decide. Do it. You know you want to.
I do, actually.
What is that? What you're gonna do?
Yes.
So hold on. So you're flipping a coin.
So
pretty much,
11,
right?
what is 11 to 20, he'll open it, and to 10,
1 to 10. Yeah.
he doesn't.
Okay.
What happened?
So 1. What is it?
That's a 10.
Open that shit.
No, 1 to
wasn't
10 he
going
doesn't.
to.
I thought it was 11, 20 he
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let Thanthui not open it right now.
Okay. Thanthui flips a coin and then decides not to open it. Okay. All right. And
This
you
book
sort of
intrigues me
hide
so
it, but anything special about what you have Tyrannus and Belgarath help you make in this place?
So I had a thought. Was when Tyrannus was going to all those houses looking for names and noticed that they were unoccupied, and he left, Thanthui followed behind and started looting furniture.
You were looting furniture? Well, I mean, the places are abandoned. You could get away with it.
Exactly.
So sure, yeah. So you stole furniture.
You'll just
Is
see.
it stealing if it's abandoned?
I mean,
Like what? Chairs and couches and shit?
the place needs furniture. I mean, it needs couches, chairs, tables, whatever
It's not-
else anybody else needs.
It's not stealing, it's repurposing.
Exactly.
So this is how you got all this fancy stuff without
I
it
also want to
costing
point out
anything.
that Zoe would probably help you out because she's very, she's very helpful.
So cut to Thanthui and Zoe walking up the street with tons of furniture on their back.
Sure, Belgarath can help a little bit, you know, right? Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. And maybe what else in the home? Was there anything in the home that you were interested in?
Thanthui has a thought about the basement. Or he remembers about the door that's down there.
Yeah, the door is still locked by magical runic seals.
One
and
left, right?
No, every single time you would come back the next day, Thanthui, the seals returned.
Okay, so we'll go establish furniture and stuff is getting placed into the mansion, into our home. Not in like any particular place. They're just bringing it in, placing it into any empty room, and be like, we can use. Anthony would be like, we can use this for ourselves now. Pick
Are you
and
saying-
choose to anybody that's around.
Thanthui sets you all up with furniture for all of your rooms, beds, everything you need. Well, it's kind of Tyrannus being like, there's free furniture at all these different locations. I never realized that's what the list would be used as, but there it is.
There it is.
Okay.
Why not? And Thanthui's gonna precariously remember about the doorway in the basement. And he's going to head down there to the door.
We'll say you spend the remainder of your latter time just down there trying to unlock the runes, okay?
Right.
You feel like you could unlock it, but as you're slowly growing in your new multi-class as a spellcaster, you're slowly realizing how to actually cast spells and to remove the magic correctly. So it is going to take you a little bit of time, but you're going to spend the rest of the time doing that, right? Okay. So next is we got Bonnie and we got Grimshaw, Ben Grimshaw. So Ben, what are you doing?
Actually, a lot of the same as Thanthui. I'm very interested in that door. So I imagine like periodically we'd both every once in a while like cross paths like.
And what interests you, Ben, actually is to do an investigation.
All right, one moment. 15.
That's fine. You set up a workbench there, and you're able to analyze it using your equipment. And Ben, you realize that there's some sort of power source in the basement. Something with potent electrical energy, but also mixed with magic. If you didn't know any better, it's almost as if Magitech is being used in that basement.
Which would very much intrigue me.
Yeah. You know you didn't invent Magitech, even though you say that you did. It was taught to you by...
My good buddy Jed.
Yep. Jebediah Castwater. And he taught you the ways of Magitech, and he did tell you that it is... Science is not something that's made, it's something that's discovered. And that over time, many different people and cultures can discover how to use Magitech. It is simply like a force of nature almost. So you would know that you'd be quite intrigued because obviously something in this house is connected to that. But you just can't get into that basement. You guys can't find any other way into this cellar. You've looked all throughout the outside of the house. You can find nothing. But and then there's these magical runes blocking it. Okay. That's how you spend your time, Ben, and you set up something?
Yeah, other than that, yeah, I'd be working on a few schematics for like my grappling hook arm attachment.
Yeah, and you successfully do that. I think you've gone long enough making that grappling hook.
Yeah,
You got all the pieces.
It's been a few weeks at this point,
Yeah.
and then
And
the
you
other
sort
thing,
of practice almost like Scorpion.
very much like I picture more like Batman.
Okay, yep.
You know,
Yep.
fucking yeah.
Yep.
And then she's gonna be trying to learn how to hit that inner like wolf as well, like the controlled like the shift into a hybrid form specifically.
Okay,
so that he
yep.
can kind of wolf out at will. Maybe not
Yeah.
full control, but at least he's focusing on the hybrid.
Roll a
form specifically.
Constitution save for me.
Oh, that's fucking terrible. It's a 9.
There was one evening where you wolfed out, and luckily you had your clasps on your wrists, and it kept you down. And you that night you sort of told the guys, I really feel like I'm going to control this thing finally. And then you locked yourself in the room, and all they heard all night was thrashing and roaring and screaming coming from your room, and none of them went inside. And the next morning, you realize that you failed, and you really do not have a grasp on this thing yet. It's going to take a bit more time. Unfortunately.
And, another thing I want to be working on is a visor schematic,
Yep.
so I can,
Start analyzing things. So sort of upgrade these goggles that you got from Jebediah and upgrade them to more of like a visor. Yeah. That sounds cool. So you're working on all that. And finally,
there's
Bonnie.
a few other things that. Like,
Oh,
we've
sorry, go
discussed.
ahead.
But yeah, like that's more like background stuff we'll hear about later.
Oh, the stuff that we discussed privately?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Just making a note of that. So there's some stuff going on, but
Yeah.
you guys will hear about it
So
later.
then if something gets thrown in, people aren't like, how the hell? He never worked on that. Well, he was.
Exactly.
Yeah. But
Planting
it's secret.
seeds.
You guys would see sometimes Ben goes off on his own and locks the door behind him. You just think he's masturbating or something, but he's
My
actually
mechanocock.
his mechanocock. But he's actually working.
Is
on
it solid gold?
Oh, buddy, it's all colors.
All right, Bonnie, what do you do for next 2 weeks, and what are your motivations?
All right. So, Bonnie would go to the Perch of Ravens and drop off all the devil shit that she got.
Yep.
And
Yeah, so you'd get, I guess you collected, and they are,
that's a lot of crap.
you'd get 10 platinum.
Perfect.
Those are fucking Yugolots. They are rare.
And also, she would also be very intrigued with the basement because she would think there's a type of monster down there, and that intrigues her. She has a feeling she could get in there, but she doesn't want to go in there alone, so she'll skip it for now. But as for her room and everything else, she would have the guys help her make her girly room because she's never really had a room to herself. She doesn't really know what to do. So she's got her So she's got her little girly room, so she would have, I guess, Belgarath, skin a bear or something like that she would have. So she'd have her bear rug, all the skulls and stuff across her wall. But then there would be some secrets, of course, that nobody would know, only she would do, and she would take care of it. In her closet, there would be a secret hatch to go down to the basement into her own separate room that she can do her own little thing.
This being separate from wherever the other sealed cellar door goes to.
Yes.
Right? Because if you can just sneak into the basement, it kind of defeats the purpose of the magic room.
Yes, it's its own separate room completely, to which she actually has got...
So this house almost has 2 separate basements, yeah.
Yes, but did Ben say he was in the basement too?
Yeah, like I have a makeshift workshop there. It was at the doorway.
So it's actually separate from that as well. So there's a little wall up there as well from where Ben is. But it's got, she's got holes in the walls that she can peek into Ben's room without Ben knowing. She also...
Peepholes here? Hey, I can see your little robo dick.
She's also...
Hey, who said it's little?
She's also got little hallways into little secret hallways and stuff between the walls, so she can actually peek into all the rooms if she really wants to. And of course, with her having a contingency plan for everything, because you never know what will happen, in her basement, there's actually an exit that nobody knows about that leads into the far end of the garden. This tunnel goes underneath the ground and into the garden, which she can sneak in and out of to bring into her basement.
So creepy Bonnie creeps through the creepy walls and looks through things to spy on people.
Yes, but she also through her secret tunnel and stuff, she brings other animals and stuff which she can experiment on, like, you know, puppies and turtles and stuff like that, just so she can get the anatomy of all the other creatures that are here.
Huh. Yeah.
Interesting. And a puppy. And a puppy, like a werewolf.
Where's this exit in the garden? Because I feel like Thantwi would know the garden pretty well a little bit, you know? He still waters it. I'm sure he would stumble across it.
It's in a far area you will not stumble across.
And here's the exciting part.
It's very well hidden with dirt.
All of the things the guys are describing and everything are actually all made onto a map that was made by Parker using Incarnate. He was able to create an amazing map of Tanglewood Estate. And if you are a patron, you should right now be able to see that map. I'm going to post it right now on Patreon, and you get an exclusive look at all of the four different floors, I guess, of this map: the basement, the main level, the upper level, and the roof. So if you're one of our patrons, and if you're not one of our patrons, go check it out. Okay, so is that everybody taken care of? Or Bonnie, did you have anything else to say?
That's it.
Okay. So the 2 weeks have passed. You've all rested up. Make sure you're at full health, everybody. Ben and Thantwi, you're in the basement. Ben, you have some sort of mechanical device that's like attached to the door that's zapping it with magic. While Thantwi, you're sort of holding up a spell book and you're moving your hands as magic is flowing from your fingers and your nails. And then suddenly the magic cracks, hits the seals, and suddenly the seals disappear one by one. And the magical runes have dispersed. You two have destroyed them. After days and days of trying.
That actually worked.
We got access.
It's been days. We gotta tell everyone else.
I was gonna say Thantwi's gonna like run out of this basement and run into the house and be like, guys, come down to the basement now.
The basement? We can't get into the basement.
No, you don't understand. We got access. It's open. Come now. And Thantwi's gonna run back to the basement.
Yeah, and the cellar door has no more magic on it, no more flowing runes. It looks like it can be opened and accessed.
During that time, Ben would just be kind of like trying to like peek inside, not like trying to get too much, but he's like, oh, where are these guys? I want to check this out. Like, what's in there?
So, Tyrannus, did you come down? You're at the cellar door?
He would rush down, summon his glaive, and
Bonnie, you saw them unlock it as you were looking through one of your creepy little paintings on the wall.
Creepy.
So Bonnie runs down right away. I heard the news. Can we go in?
Where were you, Bonnie?
I heard you come in and tell everybody.
Belgrath comes down the stairs. You weren't in the room, Bonnie.
I have really good hearing.
Yeah, we'll let this go.
You see a lobster run across the floor. But it's gone. You don't see it anymore.
The elusive last secret boss.
It's more creepy than Bonnie.
I'm telling you, man, this thing's gonna be like Goose the Cat from Marvel.
Why do we say that? Check out the map on Patreon, and then maybe see if you can find the secret lobster. If you can, we'll give you 500 schmooples.
Like a Where's Waldo.
What's a schmoople?
I don't know. Anyways.
You get 500 though.
We'll make it up.
Yep. Okay, so what do you guys do? You guys are standing there. The basement door is fucking ready to go.
So does it swing inwards or outwards?
It's like a cellar door. It would open up outwards, and then so do you open the doors?
Yes.
Okay, you pull the doors open. One side, the other side, and what you see is a long stone stairway going down into darkness. And then at the very bottom of the stairway, you see just a blue glow flashing.
So pretty. And Ben will be immediately drawn to it. What is it? And he'll just go and start like looking around.
So is it illuminated down there, or it's just the
it illuminates
the flashes
once in a while, just between the flashes, and it just looks like a damp, dark stone basement.
Okay, Tyrannus will illuminate his glaive and begin walking down.
And you all proceed to go down into the basement.
Bonnie also, right out of the dawn, with her
Take off the health.
I'm going to.
Yeah, Bonnie cuts herself and illuminates her blade. And you all walk down. Once you do, what you see before you is an extremely dimly lit basement that is just full of an assortment of different things. You see bookshelves that are rotted and old. You see mechanical gizmos all over the ground. You see a table full of like weird concoctions and potions. You see magical runes randomly spouting about. It's also very gross too, because there seems to be there was like a lot of perhaps vegetables or fruits here at one time which have all decomposed, and so there's flies all over the place. Have you all walked down?
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
I have.
I believe so.
I would have walked down with Tyrannus and
Okay.
stuff, my blade.
So there's like flies all over the place. There's like a huge puddle of water where the ground is like dented in, which is just full of like mosquitoes have congregated there. One of the mosquitoes just like flies around and then just like lands on your arm, Bonnie.
On my arm?
Yeah, a mosquito lands on your arm.
Oh, hello, mosquito. And then she smacks it.
Don't forget to collect the mosquito's wings.
Yeah, you just smash that mosquito. There's just a trail of blood spewed across your arm. There's flies everywhere. You guys would see cobwebs. It's just a very dark, damp basement. But it looks almost like this was like some sort of lab, like a scientific lab or like workshop. There's tools all over the place. Ahead of you there, Thanthui, you see a table that seems to be dented in and has, as if it's been blasted by something. And on the other side of the room there, Tyrannus, where you're going, there seems to be, which is the main thing in this room, what I can only describe in a D&D term as what looks like a giant death laser. It is a huge laser with coils all over it. There's mechanical panels along the side. There's these blue crystals that seem to move up its shaft towards the end of it. And it just seems that seems to be where the glowing was coming from. And then it sparks as if there's some sort of issue with it.
Benjamin, come check this out. This looks like your territory. Seems to be some sort of giant death laser.
Bonnie, you walk over what looks like a dead rat on the ground. It's been chewed up a bit. And there's like bugs all over it.
Okay.
Time to collect its
And then
she would
and
look
then
at it
Belger-
and see how it was chewed up.
you roll a survival check.
gives it a little taste.
Sorry, Ben, what were you saying?
They just immediately go over to the
Yeah.
SB be drawn to it anyways. So that
You're
they-
drawn to a lot of things
glow
in
and-
this shop here, Ben. This is definitely up your alley. Bonnie,
15.
15. You just give a look at it. You don't really need to pick it up or anything, because what you notice is this rat seems to have been killed by some sort of little bit bigger creature, probably a cat. Belgrath, what are you doing?
Looking for shinies.
Okay, you walk up, you see lots of different shinies, but they're all like weird gizmos and tools that you don't understand. You just pocket a few of them, maybe. But then you hear, meow.
Kitty cat?
Ah.
You see there is actually a small window there. And you hear meowing coming from the window. And then suddenly, as if appearing out of thin air, there is a cat there. So obviously there's some sort of illusionary magic over this window, where the inside can't see what's on the outside and the outside can't see what's on the inside, which explains why you guys could never never see into this basement before.
Balgrath's gonna
But the
try
cat-
to catch the cat.
The cat's up there on the sill, and then it sort of leaps over onto a different table at you and then hisses at you, Belgrath.
I'm gonna try to like animal handle it. Like,
Okay,
pet
roll
it
an
and
animal
stuff.
handling check.
I hope he Nick Fury's your ass.
1 second.
Failed
For some reason, it's not
save.
rolling right away.
Not one. You lose an eye.
23.
Wow. That
Nat 20.
20. Wow.
That's the opposite of what I wanted.
Okay, Belgrath, what do you say to the cat?
I just
What would you say
go
to
like,
any cat?
kitty, kitty, kitty. And I tried like
It goes,
pet it and then like grab it by the nape of the neck.
goes meow. And then it sort of jumps down, walks over to you, and then starts snuggling against you, Belgrath. And then you grab it by its neck.
Yeah, the nape of the neck.
Why?
That's how you always grab cats.
Oh, okay. Oh no, but are you being aggressive?
No. Belgrath.
Oh, okay.
If
You
if it was like aggressive towards me when it came towards me, he would grab it like that. But because it's the cat's being.
It just sort of meows. You pick up the cat. It looks like an older cat. It's like white and orange tabby, a little bit fluffy. And you see it does have a collar though, and it says Mr. Fuzzlebutt.
You got it. Can I have it? It'll go good for my room.
Belgrath just looks
Hisses
at
at
Bonnie.
Bonnie.
No.
And then it squirms out of your hand and just hisses at Bonnie again.
You will not have it, Bonnie.
Why? I just wanted to put it in my room.
We all know what's
And
in
then
the
the cat
room.
runs away
Look what you
before
did,
looking
Bonnie.
it back at Belgrath, and then runs through the window and
Don't worry.
disappears.
I'll get it.
Okay, so what's Thanthui doing?
He's gonna investigate the table if there's anything there.
Okay. You don't really need to roll. There's not. This table seems to have been blasted by something. You're not sure what. Probably considering the laser. You don't know what this device does, but likely, it's blasted. Hold on, Michael, check Messenger. Saw that.
Ignore that.
Why? I saw that.
No, ignore it.
Okay.
Don't you worry about it.
But what you do notice is a frog leaps up onto the table.
Okay.
And then there's a few of those flies around, and it just goes.
Thanthui's going to pick up the frog and put it on his shoulder.
Okay. Animal handling check. I didn't expect animal handling checks in this basement, but sure.
Nat 20.
What the fuck? You guys are making friends.
I have a frog.
The frog just sort of kindly leaps, snuggles into your shoulder, Thanthui.
Great. And Thanthui's gonna have...
And as you're walking around, its tongue keeps going out and grabbing.
Yeah, that's fine.
Its tongue keeps going out and grabbing flies and stuff.
Gets all those mosquitoes out of my face, too.
Yep.
I don't have a frog yet. Can I have that one?
No. You don't get nothing, Bonnie. I see what you do to things.
All right, now we're gonna go to Ben and
What?
Tyrannus. Oh, sorry. Did you have something to do, Thanthui? Go ahead.
We wanted to investigate in certain area.
Like
Weird,
what?
like slimy web thing.
Oh my
Okay.
god. Parker, did you?
No, wait, he wants to go over here.
What are you talking about? Those look like playing cards to me.
I didn't put those there.
All right, fine. Roll. I don't have the chart in front of me. I wasn't prepared for this. Roll 3, 4. I guess it's a deck. All right. Underneath the rubble there, you find 2 full decks of playing cards.
Oh,
It's an assortment of cards. It will take you time to go through them.
that's fine. Panther's gonna.
Please add it to your inventory that you found 2 decks of unfaded cards.
You didn't even roll.
No, he found them. They're there. Parker put them on the fucking map.
Hey, that's what you get.
Yeah, that's right. You can see this basement map too on our Patreon. Shout out to Joseph, Press, Nico, and Sparky. Our 4 $100 patrons. Everybody say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And that means there's still 1 spot left. One more person can still be a $100 patron, and you can have a one-shot on our show. I'm just saying. Check it out.
Come on, Cody.
Go to patreon.com/stubbornheroes. Anyways. And hey, everybody, it's Adam. I'm just interrupting the middle of the episode here just to announce the winner of a... Oh, and Grayson's here too. Hello. Yeah, we're going to go. We're going to tell the audience who the winner is of the contest. Okay, so we had a giveaway that was on social media for 10 days. We asked everybody to please share and comment, and that we would pick a winner, and sure enough, we have. The giveaway was for the new Ravenloft source book, which Wizards of the Coast had literally just released. So, without further ado, I would like to announce it, and yeah, who's the winner, buddy? Let's see. The name is Lara. Lara is at the Conqueror on Twitter. You're a D&D noob, you're a gamer, and a reader. Well, Lara, you're also now going to be the owner of the new Ravenloft sourcebook by Wizards of the Coast, Dungeons & Dragons. Congratulations, and thank you for your support and for listening, and all of you who participated. We're going to do some more contests, some more giveaways, so make sure that you keep listening to the show and that you keep staying connected to all of our social media at Stubborn Heroes so that we can do more giveaways like this. And I'm sure Parker, who's in charge of our social media, is going to be pissed I didn't put this at the very beginning of the episode, but I'm halfway through editing and I remembered that I had to do it, so now it's going at the middle of the episode, so too bad, Parker. Sorry. Okay, bye. Say bye, Grayson.
Wait.
Bye. So, where are you going, Thanthui?
He's
What the hell?
investigating the walls.
You find another deck of cards. Are there more? There better not be more.
I'm
I
scouring.
think I just did 2.
Okay.
It's hilarious.
But that's 2 in the basement. We don't know about the rest of the house.
You know, Panther is now intrigued and he's searching the perimeter
Thanthui
walls.
is looking through shit. All right, we're gonna go to Ben and Tyrannus. You two, just Ben. You recognize some of this tech, but some of it is extremely advanced.
Okay, Ben. Natural 20 animal check on the device. Go.
Everything's an animal.
Nope. 7.
All right.
Benjamin,
Yeah.
can you tell anything about this machine? How is it powered?
At first glance, it looks like magic tech. The same stuff that is all through me. But I'm gonna have to check it out. I'm gonna investigate it a little bit further with an 18.
Yeah, you would recognize that this thing is definitely powered by Magitech technology, but its interface is so advanced. This is leaps and bounds above anything this world has to offer. There's pieces here that you would assume would only be possible in like the realm of Mechanus or other places. It's such a strange device to you. You're not sure what this thing does. You just know it sort of looks like a cannon or a gun, but it's got like it has some sort of like crystal powers. You would recognize these crystals as Hydraxian crystals, which are known throughout the realm. as being able to properly hold energy. What type of energy they're holding, what type of magic they're holding, you're not sure, but it's all powered by Magitech. And but you do see a control panel there where there's sparks going on, and you could maybe try to fix it.
I want to try and fix that and just start toggling and playing with the buttons.
Okay, roll intelligence check. Or I guess, never mind, not an intelligence check. Dex check, please. Tinkerer's Tools. Tyrannus, you'd see Ben just like open up a panel, and then he takes out these tools and he starts fiddling with stuff.
Tyrannus is gonna look over at the table beside it just to look for like any
That's a save.
notes or books or things that like might explain what this thing is or how it works or.
Yeah, roll an investigation.
A natural 20 on the dex check.
Okay. Tyrannus, you really don't see much there. It's just these are old books. They seem to be boring, like encyclopedias and history and stuff like that, but nothing super important. And this is obviously some sort of collection of some sort of wizard, perhaps. Ben, with your 20 there, you're able to make it stop sparking, and you do feel like you could possibly activate the device to see what it does, but it seems to be being siphoned by something inside of it. It's not at full power, and you don't know why. What would you like to do?
So I want to try and activate it and see what happens, and then I want to then try and see if I can get it.
Okay, there's all these like little knobs, and they're glowing with light inside, and right now they're all green and blue. And then you see the button there, and all you have to do is flick the switch, and you know that it would activate. So anything you want to say before you activate it?
Hey y'all, fire in the hole. Just flick the switch, just like that.
You would all just see suddenly, as if all the light that is in the room just gets sucked into this device, and then all the crystals glow a bright blue. You hear this machinery moving. What do you all do?
Benjamin.
Bantley is going to pick up the frog off his shoulder and proceed into his shell.
Suddenly you see the device starts to shake, and the lightning starts to go around it, and those green and blue knobs or lights that you saw on the panel, Ben, start to go red and orange and flashing.
That's not a good sign.
And then suddenly you would see streams of light shoot out of the lasers, one at each of you as you're all struck. And as you're struck, you're completely disintegrated.
Well, it's been great doing the podcast for everyone.
The light starts to hit you each one by one.
If Bonnie could avoid it, can she avoid it?
No.
It's a heat-seeking laser.
Yeah, but she can avoid it.
Okay, so no, you can't. So
Stubborn hero.
You can't do it. You can't avoid it. So the light is hitting you each one by one.
What did you?
Oh shit!
Don't worry, I'll protect you.
What the fuck, Bat? I'll be back. I'm always back.
I'll be back. I'm always. Who are you talking to?
It's like she expected it.
It's like. It's just like this is what I'll say before I die. All right.
We're in the void. Oh wait, there's.
You're all very confused and foggy-headed as you wake up slowly on what feels like a wooden floor. And as you get up, there seems to be some sort of vegetation beside you and a small burning fire. And you seem to be next to some sort of camp.
I know what you fucking did.
I know too. As soon as he said,
I know you
yeah, I
fucking
know what he did as well. I expected
You're
did
on
it.
to you.
You're all
Glad
getting
I
up.
didn't say anything.
You're all getting up.
We're alive? And Tyrannus is like patting himself all over.
Yeah.
All over.
Belgrath instantly goes over to Ben and starts like wailing on his arm. This is why you don't touch things that you don't know about.
Oh man, my head is splitting. What about you guys?
What?
I've felt better.
You just see a shell there sitting at the top of this weird tree vegetation that's on the table. I mean, that's on the ground. And Tanthui, you just like break off a branch, and then your shell just lands down next to Tyrannus.
Ow.
Tyrannus is gonna help Tanthui up. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. What the hell just happened?
You'd all look over, and you're still sort of foggy-eyed, and you'd look over and you'd see what looks like a campfire. Very, very small campfire with a tents and a sleeping bag and a table, just off to the side about where you are.
Wait,
At least somebody already
what
made a camp for us.
When you all just start to get your bearings, and you look around this strange place that you're in, and you'd realize that there are massive objects all around you. It's almost as if you're standing on a huge, gargantuan table, and upon this table there's a huge book, the biggest book you've ever could possibly imagine. Hundreds and hundreds of feet wide. What seems to be a humanoid's skull ahead of you with a candle lit on its head. And this skull is just super massive, as if belonging to some sort of titanic huge being. A statue of a dwarf holding a spear. A huge massive chain. A lollipop that is like the size of half of your house. Some sort of goblet with a red liquid inside. A dwarf holding a mace. And some sort of cup on the other side. And you would suddenly all hit with realization that you have been shrunk down to the size of an ant.
Wow, I thought I was small before. Thanks, Ben.
In the name of the Tempest, what have you done, Benjamin?
I can fix this, don't worry. We just gotta get back to the laser somehow, and I'm sure I can figure this out.
Okay, and where is the laser?
You look around and it's like thousands, like miles and miles and miles away. Off in the distance, Ben, you sort of look and you'd see the laser way on the opposite side of the room.
There it is.
Belgrath turns to everyone. Okay, who's in favor of beating Ben to half death?
Wait, maybe because of me being a changeling, I can grow back into regular size. Then Bonnie will just attempt to grow herself as tall as possible.
Unfortunately, what's considered a medium size to you now is a size of an ant. You're living in a microscopic world.
I
It seems that whatever this device is, it has changed you fundamentally to be this size.
She's a Bonnie girl in a microscopic world.
Life has changed.
Bonnie, beside you see a bright and colorful lollipop.
Ooh. Bonnie will go over to it.
Yeah.
It's like a rainbow. Anyone hungry?
And what does it take?
I don't know, let's find out.
So
Bonnie will start licking it.
My grappling hook to kind of try and launch myself up on top of this fucking giant statue of the dwarf here. And just get it like a scenery like thing, like
Sure, I'll let you
best
do
route
that.
would be.
Yeah, absolutely. So just do an acrobatics check.
13.
That's enough. You just use it to get on top of the mace first, and then you just sort of climb up the mace, get a little bit of a better look. And it sounds like, almost like, well, Ben wouldn't know what a helicopter sounds like, but it sounds like a helicopter is flying above you, Ben. You look up and you'd see a fly, but this fly is much bigger than you. And it's just... And then it seems to eye you.
Is it like coming at me?
It looks like it might.
Hide. I want to, I'm actually really torn right here. I kind of want to hide, and I also kind of want to try and fucking use my grappling hook and lasso this motherfucker and fly around.
I'm just saying, Ben, you'd get the feeling too that on top of this table, you are literally like thousands of feet in the air from your perspective. If you were to fall, it is definitely death. And I will kill you. I'm just saying. So this isn't a one shot. You can die.
I know. The temptation is real.
While Ben is deciding what to do, Tyrannus is going to nudge Belgarath, and he's going to have his glaive with him and kind of nudge Belgarath to like get his bone club out, and he's going to start making his way over to these tents.
Yep. And they seem to be abandoned. Sorry, Belgarath, yeah?
I was going to say, Belgarath does take out his club and follows Tyrannus.
The fire is still lit. So it obviously was recently used. But mostly you don't see anything. You see a pot of food there with a strange assortment of a mixture of like candy and like some sort of red liquid and some vegetation, all mixed into this soup bowl. Some smaller bowls there. Obviously somebody just had a meal. And there is a table there with a notebook on it. This is a small notebook like the size of you guys, not compared to the huge book that's right beside you right now.
This looks like a relatively normal encampment for this size. Someone must be living here. Someone as small as us.
But why would there be someone as small as us here?
Perhaps this isn't the first time the laser has been used.
Well, there was that scorched, indented area on the table.
There's a notebook there, and I wrote what's in the notebook in the chat.
Yeah, Tyrannus is going to pick it up and start kind of
reading the notebook.
Reading through.
Okay.
Yeah. Which is what Parker is doing.
Yeah. Bonnie, what are you doing? Thanthui, what are you doing?
Thanthui is with Bonnie. But I'm assuming you're still with the lollipop.
Yep. What did you do with the lollipop, Bonnie?
I'm licking it.
Okay, so you lick the lollipop and then you put your hands on it, Bonnie, and you're stuck. Candy is very sticky.
I don't think I touch it, I just lick it.
Okay, you lick the lollipop. Yeah, you lick the lollipop, it's delicious.
Now I touch it.
And your hands get stuck. You're like, oh shit.
Guys?
Thanthui sees her stuck, and he's gonna attempt to pull her hand away.
And you're able to just unstick Bonnie from the giant candy cane.
Was that worth it, Bonnie?
Yes, it was.
Do you two join the others?
No. Thanthui is going to head over to the pot over here. And he's going to just take a look at this pot.
Yeah, it seems to be a giant goblet. And it's clear. It's made of glass at the top. And you can see it looks like red wine inside.
Belgrath's going to investigate the camp to figure out how long, the person was last here kind of thing.
Sure, roll a survival check. What's Ben doing up there?
21.
He will kind of be tucking in behind the beard.
And the fly just ignores you and keeps flying away.
21 on the survival check.
Moments. Someone was here minutes before you all arrived.
And then Belgrath will nudge Tyrannus.
The person that was here is probably still nearby.
Tyrannus is just finishing the journal entries. I have some bad news.
What'd you find,
Yeah, I'm gonna-
Henry? We're way over here. We can't hear you.
Oh my god, David, why are you being a dick? Okay,
I'm kidding.
you guys found a goblet full of wine.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
get into it. I'm too short, so screw it.
We'll go back.
Oh, where's Benjamin?
Ben, do you land like Batman?
Yeah.
Ben comes down like Batman.
I even got the trench coat to act like my cape.
Well, I've just found this notebook, and it seems to be the journal of two people that were transformed like us, and they go through their journey of seeing the cat and the frog was eating flies that they were trying to use to get back to the machine to fix, and mosquitoes, yeah. And there's even notes in here about them hearing us in the house. And the last entry details them flying one of the mosquitoes towards us to make contact.
Oh.
Bonnie, you look down at the red smudge that's on your arm.
I may have killed it.
And when you look really close, Bonnie, you see what looks like smudged against your arm are tiny, tiny, tiny little bones. and robes and even like a small little book. Just smudged in there with all the fleshiness.
I know this is a long shot, but Thanthui, do you think you could do anything about that? He points at the smudge.
I think they're dead. Look closely.
Thanthui's spoken with the dead before.
That's something.
Yeah, I mean, Santhui is actually going to cast Animate Dead.
That is so strange. I don't think this has ever been done before. This small, like, ant-sized smush of
No,
a
it would
person.
be even smaller than that.
Oh,
'cause
I
it
know,
was-
but on Bonnie's arm now, it's microscopic to us.
Yeah.
But on Bonnie's arm, it's a smudge to all of you. So, Thanthui, you cast Animate Dead, and sure enough, suddenly the bones start to shift and move on your arm, Bonnie, until there is a small skeletal wraith-like thing on your arm the size of an ant.
What now?
Well,
High-pitched. Sounds like Alvin and Chipmunks.
I don't know if I can even speak where's my spell. And then Santhui is gonna go look over at the corpse or animated dead body. And he's gonna cast Speak with Dead.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh shit. Alright guys, we can all ask questions for this.
In your journal, you spoke of helmets that you had made to mind control the mosquitoes. Where are these helmets?
I did not make helmets. I am Loranus the Wizard. It was, oh no, Marius who made the helmets for us.
That isn't what I asked. Where are the helmets?
I have answered your question. I cannot make the helmets, and you destroyed the only one I had. If you want more, you must find Marius. Oh no.
Where is Marius?
He was taken by the Lurker, a giant scorpion that hides in its den. This place is dangerous. You will all die here.
No, We won't fly to random people and get smushed.
Sort of turns back to you.
You were supposed to save me from this hell.
You didn't tell me that.
Where is the giant scorpion's den?
And he sort of points towards the machine.
Marius was attempting to get to the motherboard of his device so that he could bring us back to our proper sizes. But when he was taken, I had to flee with Jeremy.
He looks down and picks up a piece of the mosquito.
Oh, Jeremy! How could this happen to you?
Way to go.
He flew
Way to
on
go,
me and
Bonnie.
I went smush.
All of this is happening on Bonnie's arm, by the way. You're all just... Bonnie's just holding up her arm while this little tiny skeleton is speaking. Suddenly, you'd all hear something land on the other side of the camp. And it's a mosquito.
Does it have a helmet on?
And it has a helmet on. And what do
Out
they...
of context, that's a weird question.
It is. Does it have a helmet on? The mosquito has a mechanical helmet on, yes. That seems to be mind controlling it. And on the back of the mosquito is a small figure. What do they see, Russ?
They see a very short gnome, about 2'11", very messed up hair, soot stains on his face, wearing glasses with multiple drop-down lenses, a wax canvas coat with metal plates at the bottom, and a gun on the side of his hip, and the mechanical arm. His right arm, the sleeves rolled up, and very ornate mechanical arm with the green gem on the wrist.
Marius! He is alive!
Wasn't he taken by the scorpion you just said?
Yes, and that's your final question.
That's fine. It's still animated, so.
Bonnie kind of looks over and goes, I don't think we need this anymore. And she kind of wipes him out off of her arm.
He just
Who's gonna
falls.
be your little servant, Dave?
Probably the tiniest anime dead anybody's ever done.
Well, actually, as it falls to the ground, Fanthui is gonna take a frog and be like, eat it.
Goes and eats it.
No witnesses.
Yeah, Tyrannus would point out at the journal and be like, by the way, the frog's name is Nigel, apparently.
Aw, Nigel. Aw. That's gonna be forever my new pet. Assuming he doesn't die.
Ben, you'd be quite interested in this newcomer, unlike everybody else. He's wearing a lot of very techno gear.
To be fair, Bonnie's hiding the fact that she killed his friend and is kind of brushing him off before he notices.
I've been looking at the direction of everyone standing in the camp since the mosquito landed.
Oh, hi, Go, Ben. You notice
Does
first.
Ben recognize this figure at all? Or
You
is
do-
it just...
You do not recognize him at all, but boy, is he wearing some amazing upgrades that are giving you some ideas.
So I'd immediately kind of... Interesting. And he'll just kind of walk over like, that's some fancy stuff you got there, man. You make
What?
that yourself?
Oh, yeah, mostly. Looking around at the camp. Where's Moranis?
He isn't here anymore.
Well, that could be a good or a bad thing. What happened?
He may have got smushed.
Oh, that sounds like him.
Well, it's not the first time he got smushed.
Let's just say you don't fly a mosquito close to a cat.
Oh, kitty?
Yeah, that devil beast.
What do you mean, devil beast? He was nice.
Say that when you're this size.
Tyrannus, still holding the journal, is going to ask, it says here you were last seen by Moranis being taken by a giant scorpion.
Almost taken by a giant scorpion. Pretty damn close. Points up to the wing, and you notice there's a slice missing off of one of the mosquito's wings. Yeah. Got away within an inch of my life.
So, I take it that you are the one who designed this laser that has shrunk us all.
Yeah, long story on that one. Laser was to try to shrink another device that will allow me to get back to my actual shop. But, yeah. I need to fix that thing before I can fix another thing, and yeah. So, yeah.
So the real question is, how do we get back to our proper size? Like now?
Right now?
Yeah, like now.
Not gonna happen right this moment. We gotta get ourselves over to the laser, reverse polarity on one of the hypercores, and then refire it, and hopefully that will bring us back to normal size.
Hopefully.
Reverse parallel or what to what now?
What's the worst that could happen? It shrinks us again?
There's probability in everything.
It won't shrink us again.
Well, we can always test it on Nigel the Frog and make sure see if he grows first.
No, you're not touching my frog.
It's my frog. I already said that.
Well, the way it worked before was it blasted all of us at once. It wasn't one at a time.
I'll hide.
That's strange. The first time both Moranis and I were standing at this table when it fired. So this time the beam split everywhere?
Yes, it seemed to target all of us.
All in different parts of the room, but we all ended up in the same spot.
Yeah, that was a rescue mission on Henry and I. We found you guys sort of knocked out and flew you back to the camp.
Oh, how long ago were we knocked out?
Probably an hour-ish. So, yeah, on my rounds around the place trying to find a way past the scorpion, noticed you guys, flew down, got Henry to pick you up, and fly you back to camp. By the way, Henry's the mosquito.
I will do my best not to kill this one.
How long have you been this size? Exactly.
Adam, I think you said months at this point?
Oh yeah. You're battle torn, living in this microscopic world.
So
It's like a war
what,
zone.
like 3 months, 4 months?
You're Alan Parrish and Jumanji.
Okay. Months? I don't know exactly how long.
Well,
Damn.
we don't have months, so we need to get fixed now. So what do we have to do? Let's go.
Well, step one would be to get to the laser. However, that is a long trek.
You fly on this thing.
You wouldn't happen to have any more helmets for mosquitoes now, would you?
I had 2. Down to 1. I could potentially make more, but that would take time.
How much time?
Give or take a week a helmet.
We're not waiting that long.
Yeah. Sounds like we're walking.
How long does it take for Henry there to fly over to it?
It's quite the trip.
Nah, don't worry, I can heal people.
We don't use potions.
We may want to run. Now.
Oh shit!
Then we'll literally just fucking start running.
You guys would see as Mr. Fuzzlebutt, the large cat, has just landed on the book and is looking down at you all.
Tata!
Anthony's hiding in the skull.
You see Ono pull out his gun as quick as he can and start running towards the skull to hide.
Tyrannus is going to run over to Bonnie and cast invisibility on both him and her.
It's creepy as shit.
Belgrass going to be excited for the kitty and try animal handling on it again.
Oh, sure, Belgrath, you go right ahead.
At a disadvantage.
Sorry, you have to roll it with disadvantage.
You say it after the roll.
Well, it's prey.
But he was friends. The cat should know the scent of Belgarath.
Disadvantage was.
But cats are assholes. Let's be like.
There's a reason why Ono called this thing a devil beast.
You roll an animal handling check, my friend.
You're gonna fucking die.
Animal handling.
Oh my god. If you start riding this fucking thing, I swear to God.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Cats will be your best friend till they're hungry.
Oh!
Now
So it's
one.
nice knowing you, Belgrath.
Well, you know.
That's unfair. The roll's already
You want to
done.
be the cat poop.
Can Bonnie, as the cat claw comes down on him, throw out her tentacle tattoo and grab him and pull him?
I was actually thinking the same thing with my grappling hook. So it'd be funny if we
guys.
both pulled him in this opposite directions and he still got stuck in the middle. Oh shit.
20 to AC.
Hit.
Belgrath. 32 to AC.
Hit.
27 to AC.
Hit.
You're fucked.
Okay, so you take. Or sorry, it was 38 to AC, 28 to AC, 21 to
It's
AC.
all hits.
You take 20, 52, 59, 79 damage.
I'm down.
How much
Like-
is your health?
68.
You guys would just see as Belgrath's like, here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Suddenly the cat just claws at him. Boom, boom, boom. You know how cats hit 3 times really quick? Boom, boom, boom. And Belgrath is now just a smushed piece of flesh on the ground. What do you guys do?
I use my tentacles and pull him toward me.
Yeah, you pull the squish Belgrath towards you. And I guess you lose your invisibility.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna drag him as we run away. We run away from the cat's view, so hiding behind the statue or something.
You can't. Okay, you can try to do that. The cat will follow you. You're going
You
to.
gotta jump. You gotta go jump off the table into this bag. Go for it. You gotta do it.
Fine, we're gonna keep going.
You go to die.
The cat starts walking. The table starts shifting and moving. The cat's steps are like rattling the ground below you, Tyrannus, as this huge cat is above you.
How? Because the cat would be in range of Thantry,
Yeah.
roughly 30 feet. Thantry's gonna cast blindness on him.
Oh shit. Okay, is that does Mr. Fuzzlebutt have to do a?
DC Richie, make a Constitution saving throw. If it fails, the target is either blinded or deafened.
I'm gonna give it disadvantage. So 18.
Yeah, it still passes.
Okay, so it's not blind.
Because yeah, it's a Constitution 15.
I'm still invisible. I'm trying to avoid this thing.
So you're
as
just
it's-
hiding underneath
yeah.
the dwarf statue. The rest of you are hiding inside of the skull, and you sort of see what's going on. Bonnie, you're holding the corpse of.
Not corpse, unconscious body.
You're pretty fucking bloody.
Unconscious body.
So I'm dragging his body. I'm gonna jump.
You go to the very ledge. You look down. It's thousands of feet below. The cat starts scurrying up towards you. Its
Okay.
eyes dilate. It
Jump.
looks like it's gonna go in for a bite.
I'm gonna jump and slide down the chain.
Okay, are you holding him?
Yep.
Okay, so Bonnie, this tentacled grass that came out of your arm, it's still wrapped around Belgarath.
Oh, shit.
And then you jump and you're holding onto the chain. Roll an acrobatics check.
15.
Okay, you make it. Bonnie and Belgarath disappear as they go down. This chain starts just falling down towards the ground, but it's not anchored to anything.
No, but I would assume that it would pull down with me, right? A little bit.
Mr. Fuzzlebutt. This is D&D, guys. Mr. Fuzzlebutt watches you go down and then moves his claw towards the chain to stop it from moving. And now you're hanging, Bonnie, about just like 200 feet above the ground. And then Mr. Fuzzlebutt starts pulling the chain. And you start being brought up. Yep.
Which I rolled there. This
Yep.
is a 20.
Yeah, what do you do?
And then I want to. Like, is the cat sitting? Is the cat standing? Like,
It's on the edge of the table, just lurching down. It's holding that chain. It's pulling the chain with its claw.
is it sitting or standing? Is it on all fours standing, or is it like sitting down, kind of holding the chain?
I'd say it's on all fours.
Okay. So I want to go up to its nearest paw. I'm assuming it would be like
Yep.
here-ish.
Yep.
And I want to bite it.
As a werewolf?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Mainly just to scare it. I want to fucking just like, because it's not going to see, or it's just going to all of a sudden feel this thing on its
so
foot.
it's back leg,
cat's
maybe.
Gonna jump. Yeah, I just want to basically, I'm trying to scare the fucking shit out of this cat.
So-
Then I will sneak up behind it and I will bite the cat on the tail.
Okay. Roll the hit.
You have advantage if he's not looking.
I don't know how to determine that.
I don't know what you rolled.
That's
Constitution
the bite.
DC.
Yeah. That's the bite. You didn't roll the to hit. And you have advantage. Okay.
So, did I see Ben coming up to me as a werewolf or as a normal human?
You would see inside of the skull. Oh no! You would see Ben suddenly transform into a werewolf. And then he leaps out of the skull and runs up to the cat and bites its tail.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you miss. You attempt to bite the tail, and the tail just swings back and forth, and it misses. But the cat hasn't noticed you. The cat is holding the metal chain with its paw. What do you guys do?
Is there anything below me?
You're about 200 feet flying in the air. There's just stone ground below you. A fall from this height will surely kill you both.
No, go ahead.
What I would like to do is cast Dancing Lights and pop up 4 lights in front of them. And as my bonus action for the turn, combine them all and move them off the other side of the table, sort of like a laser pointer.
Oh, okay. So suddenly, these lights appear in front of the cat. It looks up at you, and then you combine them all to the opposite side of the table, like behind the cat.
Yep, behind the other side of the
cat turn around.
Turn around and go off the side off the book on the other side of the table.
Yeah. So suddenly the cat follows the light and then starts running this way, following it and attacking the light. It lets go of the chain, but suddenly, Bonnie, because it lets go of the chain, it's not anchored to anything, you start plunging down at rapid speed towards the bottom. You guys would see this chain slowly start to disappear.
So
Tyrannus is gonna run up and plunge his glaive through one of the links in the chain into the table
Okay.
to try and stop it.
Yeah, you do that, Tyrannus. So, Bonnie, you're about to hit the ground. You feel yourself falling, and then suddenly the chain becomes tight, and you just stop just a few feet from the stone floor. And Tyrannus is holding the top of the chain. He has his glaive inside of one of the links. You just saved their lives, Tyrannus.
Thank you,
The
Tyrannus.
cat is still on the table, but it's
can't get up
distracted
right
by
now.
these lights.
If everyone, try and gather everyone from the other side. Everyone, come over here.
At this point, I'm going to try and stealthily move towards where the chain is.
Yeah, you're able to do it. The cat's pretty distracted with these dancing lights. But,
Everyone,
oh no, you know that this will not last.
Yep, that's why I'm running my ass off.
go down the chain, and I'll follow. And then once we reach the bottom, I'll summon my glaive again.
So yeah, I'm definitely climbing down that chain.
Okay, you all start to climb down the chain. And Tyrannus, you're the last one left.
Before I climb down the chain, I'm going to send the signal to Henry to try and get in the air and at least up to safety if he can.
Yeah, and you'd see Henry just flies away. There is a frog that lives inside of the basement who you mostly are always watching out for, but the frog doesn't seem to be around right now. So you all go down the chain.
When you guys get to the bottom, you see Bonnie staying on top of Belgrass, smacking him in the face to try and wake him up and call him an idiot for going near that cat like that.
Oh yeah, Belgroth, you should probably roll a death save.
I'd like to cast Cure Wounds on Belgarath.
By the way, this werewolf, who used to be a human cyborg, is Benjamin. And I am Tyrannus.
Nice to meet yous.
Ben will just kind of like.
I'm Bonnie, and then this moron down here is Belgarath. And she pulls out a bunny. And this is Susie. She's my bestest friend.
Not right now, Bonnie.
What?
No.
You're also my bestest friend too, okay?
No. I'm Danthwy.
Alright, so Belgrath, you still need to roll the death save anyway because you didn't.
I did.
You rolled a 3.
Oh, okay, 3. Okay, so that was 1 fail. Okay, now
You see Ono walk over to Belgrath, pull out these 2 metal copper paddles out of his coat, rub them together, clear, and sort of shock life back into him.
Belgrath, your eyes open.
There you go. 14.
After you all make it down, you've introduced yourselves. Belgrath, you're awake. Tyrannus, you once everybody got to the bottom, you went down yourself, and then now you summon your blade again. And once you do, the chain then falls behind you all down to the ground. And from above, you'd see the cat looking down. It doesn't look directly at you, it just looks around. A loud meow echoes throughout the room, and then it just seems to hop away and disappear.
That was close.
You have no idea.
As you look ahead and see the landscape that you must now traverse.
Oh, God.
Spiderwebs, giant, dark-looking wolf spiders creeping in the corners. That dead mouse you saw earlier, Bonnie, on the ground. The insects that are biting it, yellow ants who are bigger than you are. It looks like possibly hundreds of them grabbing pieces of the flesh and then moving off to burrow into their hole that's in the ground. You would all look past all of this and even further to the giant laser that's there.
So maybe a few weeks doesn't seem that bad, huh?
This is nothing. We've dealt with a lot worse.
Well, laser's that way. Gotta make it through all this to get there.
Well, we have been to hell and back. I'm sure a few ants and spiders ain't gonna be that bad.
He literally means hell, like we were just in hell.
Been there once or twice myself. Yeah, let's see how this goes. Onward.
And that's where we're going to end this episode. All right. This episode is going to be called Honey, I Shrunk the Heroes.
I ran as I shrunk the heroes.
I was telling Billy for the longest time that it was going to be based off of Treasure Planet.
Yeah, so I want to thank everybody for listening. Don't forget to follow us on all the socials at Stubborn Heroes. Go to stubbornheroes.com, find the latest updates on everything. Thanks for joining us, Russ. We'll have you join us again next time, and we'll see how the heroes do fighting in this small little world. Literally, your quest is to walk across a room.
We'll be
I thought it'd
fine.
be so hard.
Cut off some spider legs, put them in my jars, and they'll be giant spider legs when I grow bigger.
But
Yep.
their legs are bigger than your jars.
I know, but if I chop off pieces, they'll be even bigger pieces.
So I want to thank everybody for listening, and until next time, bye.
Bye.
Bye.